Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another season 13 episode review, and today I will be reviewing episode 6, Trial by Mino. We see Zane and Kai trying to look for a way out of the cave, and they discover the Gecko's base, but they get captured by the Geckos, and then they get brought to the Gecko court, and then they get forced to fight a Mino creature. But they take the armor off the Mino with it cooling down, and they prove their innocence. With them seeing Kai possessing the elemental power of fire, they make Kai the new leader, and Zane and Kai find out the story of the Skull Sorcerer, with 3 explorers going down under into the dungeons and finding the skull of Azadar, with them unleashing a new evil, the Skull Sorcerer, and I find out it will be harder to bring peace between the 2 tribes, the Geckos and the Muns. So I thought Kai in the episode was pretty good. He wasn't bad or great, he was just overall a good character in the episode, and it was great seeing him act like the old Kai like back in the seasons, because I thought in season 8 and season 11 Kai was acting a little different, not like the real Kai. So it was good seeing Kai act like him old self again. Then also I thought Zane was pretty good in the episode, and also the fight scene in the episode was pretty cool too. Not the best fight scene overall, but I thought it was still a pretty good fight scene, and also some of the humor in the episode was pretty funny. And I think the humor in the season keeps getting better and better. So I like that the humor keeps getting more better and better, and with it being more funnier than season 11 and season 12 humor. And also I thought it was pretty funny of when the Gecko spilled the blue slime on Kai, he started to be all grossed out by that. So I think that was pretty funny. And then also, I thought the Mino creature in the episode was pretty cool, and I like that we're seeing more and more of the Mino creatures throughout the season. And I like that the Mino creature is the first creature other than a snake or a dragon to be made into a set, so I find that really cool. And also I love in the episode that there was more backstory, because in the last episode, in episode 5, there wasn't really that much backstory, so I'm happy that we're seeing some more backstory in the episode. And also I really liked how in the backstory we hear more of the Skull Sorcerer, so it's cool seeing that we get to see more of the Skull Sorcerer in the backstory, and we get to learn more of the green skull and everything, the skull of Hazada. And also it's great knowing that the ninja can use their spinjitzu, them using their spinjitzu, because back like in season 9 when Lloyd lost his elemental powers, he didn't use spinjitzu once at all. So I like that now that even though the ninjas can't use their elemental powers, that they can still use their spinjitzu, and they know that they can still use their spinjitzu. So I don't like how the fight scene in the episode is very similar to the Dragon Pit fight scene. I think the fight scene in the episode is pretty good, but overall I think it's not the best fight scene and everything, but I feel like that is very similar to the Dragon Pit fight scene in season 9, with the ninja being thought to be a threat, and then basically them being forced to fight a creature. So I don't like how the fight scene in the episode is very similar to the Dragon Pit fight scene. Also, I think the Geckos making Kai the leader is odd, because they just met him, and he's basically a stranger to them, practically a stranger. So it's kind of odd that they would make him all of a sudden the leader, the chancellor of the Geckos. And I think that they did it in a way better way than Nia becoming the leader of the Muns, but I think it's still kind of odd that they will kind of make him the leader, because they basically just met him. So I think it's still kind of odd, and I feel like that the ninja shouldn't have like become the leaders of both of the groups, because I kind of feel like that the queen and the chancellor should have made plans for both tribes to meet up, and then basically they can make the plan and everything, and then they basically can make the peace between each other. So I feel like the ninja didn't really have to do everything. So I think that this episode was pretty good. I didn't really like the plot that much, but I thought it was a fine plot. Not the best plot for an episode, but I thought the plot was okay for the episode. I thought the characters were good, like Kai. I thought his character was good in the episode. I like that we got to see some of the old Kai again. Also, I thought Zane was pretty good in the episode as well. Not great, but he was okay in the episode. I thought the Chancellor was fine as well, but I don't really like how the fight scene in the episode is just like the Dragon Pit fight scene. But overall, I thought this episode was still a pretty good one, but I have to rate this episode a 7 out of 10. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and share your thoughts of the episode in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video.